Check out the fans' reaction because this one had social media on fire.
Well, Ravens game just ended. I can't believe what I watched. Derrick Henry fumbles again. Lamar Jackson has no time to get any passes off. The Lions rushed for 200 yards on our defense, and we just couldn't get a stop. It's like when somebody comes into your home and just takes all your stuff and then leaves and you have nothing. Y'all let somebody come into y'all crib and take everything, punch you in the mouth, and then dip and go back to their city? Where's the fight? John Harbaugh, Zach Orr. Y'all, I'm not going to call for no firings. I ain't going to do all of that. I mean, I do feel the pain of the Ravens and I'm asking for fire people, but adjustments. Y'all said, oh, we learned from this game, we learned from this, but still coming in with the same dang on mistakes. How do we expect to get to a Super Bowl and Lamar doesn't even have a second to get his reads? He can't even go through his progressions. It's set hut, run for his life. Lamar cannot be Superman every single game. And I know that's what he can do, yes. But take the weight off Lamar's shoulders. Somebody. Like, y'all need to come together as a collective and really look at each other and really ask, who is him?
Okay, so let's start with this Monday Night Football game. So the Lions beat the Ravens 38-30. Arabia, what are the biggest takeaways you got from each team in this game?
Oh man, the Ravens are some elite losers. They play at a very high level. And then when it comes to these big moments, they fumble the bag. And speaking of fumbling, Derrick Henry is the only running back in the NFL who has one fumble in each of the first 3 games. And speaking of the running backs, the Lions had a total 224 rushing yards. The Ravens, 85. 35 for Lamar Jackson and 50 for Derrick Henry. The Detroit Lions kept their quarterback clean. That offensive line gave up no sacks. On the other hand, the offensive line for Baltimore, 7 sacks for Lamar Jackson. If the Ravens want to rise and be the cream of the crop and make it to the promised land in the Super Bowl and make it past Josh Allen and the Bills, they have to rise to the occasion in these bigger moments against good teams.
I have one Ravens fan here with me right now. I mean, what are you feeling after this loss?
Right now, actually, I'm really feeling a lot of disappointment because we had the game. You feel me? We had it in our grasp. But guess what? Fourth quarter, we let it go. And that's what happens. You feel me? It's too much for the Ravens. We do this a lot.
The Detroit Lions just handed the Baltimore Ravens a 38-30 loss on Monday Night Football, and Lamar Jackson got sacked 7 times.
We have the game in our grasp and we let it go. So I got something for you, John Harbaugh. If we want to win the Super Bowl, I got something for you. Second quarter, run the ball at Derrick Henry. Put it, you feel me? Eagles, they run a touch for us. Do something if our line is big. You feel me? Put it in the end zone, man. Like, we don't got nothing to say, man. Like, come on, bro. We're upset. We're from Baltimore. We're tough. Like, Philadelphia is not tougher than us. They're not tougher than us. So, like, come on. We want to win the Super Bowl. We done that with Ray Lewis. We, like, Ed Reed, all that. We got that. You feel me? You probably from Baltimore. You know what it is, man. We tough in here. So I don't know what your name is, but my name's Kalan Jamora. And if we want to win a Super Bowl, we got to give it to Derrick Henry. You feel me? Our line got to get better. We got to have a better right guard. So we got to do something about it, man. And, like, I'm sick about it, man. I'm sick. So, and I'm not playing, so we got to do something about it. If we want to, February 12th, when the Super Bowl comes, if we a real Super Bowl team, we going to look back, and this fan is going to tell y'all.
And that's how you have it. That's how fans are feeling out here tonight. I mean, we can only look forward to what's coming up this Sunday.
I am a newly Ravens fan. I just started watching football last year. I don't think this is not the sport for me. This is not the sport for me. And then to be playing, and you got us up on this East Coast, staying up till midnight. You need to win. I mean, you need to win. I don't need to stay up till midnight for you to not win. They have to win. They have to. Oh my God. I'm not trying to cry today. I haven't even cried that much this year. I have not cried that much this year. I just started crying when football season started. First game, tears. Like, come on.
Earlier, DJ Reed recovers the fumble that was forced by Aiden Hutchinson, and they were ready.
This game was an embarrassment for the Ravens. An absolute embarrassment. Nothing went right for them, specifically defensively. This was embarrassing. Over 200 yards rushing they gave up. And why? Because their star Pro Bowl D tackle, Nnamdi Madubuike, was not playing, which I knew the Lions were going to take advantage of. Literally everything from start to end, anything the Lions decided to do offensively worked. Literally everything. The Ravens could not stop anything. That was an embarrassment. Zach Orr, the Ravens defensive coordinator, needs to go back to the drawing board and start over because that was a shame. And this is yet another game, second game this season, where how can you blame the offense for this loss? How can you blame the offense for this loss? The only thing bad that the offense did was Derrick Henry fumbled again. What is going on with him? This Ravens team, specifically on defense, is not going to go anywhere. Anywhere. This was, oh my God, I'm so mad right now. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs did whatever they wanted against this defense. And props to the Lions. I am not hating on the Lions whatsoever. Not any. That was an incredible performance by them. Incredible. Jared Goff looks like a top QB. I mean, the throws that he was making in the clutch, spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I know the score looks like it was a close game, but the Ravens scored that last touchdown in garbage time when the Lions didn't give a shit anymore. So it shouldn't have even been this close. And the crazy thing is, the part that I was impressed by the most was the Lions' defensive secondary. The reason they were able to get 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson was because every pass play it seemed like that the Ravens tried to run, no wide receivers were open. None. They were blanketed in the secondary. It was crazy. Lamar looked like he was going from first option to second option to third option to fourth option, back to the first option. No one was open, and then he tried to scramble, but then got sacked. So kudos to the Lions, whatever the hell they were doing defensively. And now the Ravens have to go on a short week to go play the Chiefs in Kansas City, even though they're not the same team as they've been the last few years. It's still Kansas City, and they played like this. That defense needs to get it together and fast if they want any hope for this season.
This is hard. This is a hard thing for me to share right now because when it comes to Baltimore, I love Baltimore. I love this city. But you hit it right on the head. Pause. You said they're elite losers. They get right to the end and forget their identity almost. When you see Derrick Henry running through, you just let somebody just smack the ball out of your hand, punch the ball, paws out of your arms. What's the use of doing all those curls? What's the use of all of these two-a-days if all it takes is some skinny guy to just punch the ball out of your hands? And you can't let somebody play like that with you and then think you're an elite team. He's actually playing with them. Pause.
Does this change how you view, does this specific game change how you view the Ravens? Arabia.
No, for me, it doesn't change anything because I had them losing this game for this very reason.
Unfortunately, Lamar Jackson spent the night running for his life. Nobody in the NFL can ignore it.
And who is that? Who is that you thought they were? Actually,
some elite losers. Yeah, I thought the Ravens are like a team that just really can be perennial contenders in the playoffs.
I'm really taken back, pause, by by the guys that just wear the braids and look tough, but be weak when the moment is really there. I really wish people would just go back to a clean cut look. If they're not going to be tough guys when it counts, that's really what I look at when I think of this. Because when I think of guys with braids and rugged hairdos, they should really play a little bit tougher than this.
I got like an alter self. I see myself as the Joker. And in one of his movies, he was fake crying and he started to laugh after he, you know what I'm saying, was crying. It's kind of like a joke on the world. Like that's kind of my go-to celly for the whole year. You'll see it a lot.
Very freaking football, man. All right, man. A great win. We did exactly what we said we needed to do. Play complimentary freaking football, man. When we needed it most, every phase picked up the slack, man. That's how you win games against teams like that, man. And now you know what the barometer is like on the AFC. It's a great win. I got a couple of game balls here. You give out $1 million, but I'm going to give 2. All right, let's start on offense. 12 carries, 151 yards.
Hell of a win, man. It wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. Well, when we winning, bro.
Yeah. All right, this thing says 41 total tackles. It can't be right. Okay, 2.5 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 2 TFLs. Mr. Muhammad.
You know what? I want to thank every player, every coach, everybody that's in this organization, because about a year ago, I was home. I was on the couch. So when you get opportunity, you make sure you take advantage of it. I want to also thank the guys in my room for helping me out this week. You know, without them, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did today.
Win, guys. Love you guys, man. We'll get ready for Cleveland. Break it out.
Hey, great win. 103, 103.
Ravens fans couldn't believe what they were watching, and the frustration spilled out instantly. This wasn't just a win for Detroit, it was a statement. For years, the Ravens have been the team opponents in the trenches, but on this night, they were the ones getting manhandled. Lamar put up nearly 300 passing yards with 3 touchdowns, but it never felt like he had control. Every time he tried to escape, the Lions' defense was waiting. The constant pressure rattled him, and the body language from Ravens fans told the whole story. Meanwhile, Detroit's offense looked balanced and relentless. They broke Baltimore's defense down drive after drive, and once the Ravens tried to stack the run, the Lions moved the ball through the air with ease. It was physical, it was punishing, and it left Baltimore stunned. The bigger story is what this means for Detroit. They had lost 5 straight to the Ravens, and in their last meeting they were embarrassed. This time they flipped the script. They didn't just sneak out a win, they dominated one of the most respected franchises in football. That's the kind of performance that changes how a team is viewed across the league. Fans felt it instantly. Ravens fans were sad watching their quarterback take hit after hit, while Lions fans celebrated what felt like a new chapter in their history. Detroit has spent years as the underdog, but this victory pushed them into a new conversation. They are no longer knocking on the door, they're inside the room and demanding respect. This was more than a regular season game. It was a breakthrough moment that showed the Lions can compete with anybody. Thanks for stopping by.